I will say, if you are looking to go solo and to meet other solo cruisers, I do think
it's the second day of my 4-day cruise to Nassau and Great Stirrup Cay, and today is a sea day. As much as I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone to hang out with other solos, I did not look to connect with others for meals. Even though I dine with others occasionally, I do prefer to dine alone, and that's a pretty hard habit to break. I love that the NCL Breakaway has many eateries to give you options, and on this cruise, I'm going to try as many as I can for the gluten-free experience. For breakfast, I chose to eat at the Savor Dining Room.
for the menu in the restaurant, I didn't see items marked for gluten-free, but you can pre-order for gluten-free breakfast. So if I want pancakes or gluten-free French toast, I can order those and get those like tomorrow or the next day or any day this week. So it looks like they're bringing out one item at a time. So I ordered a bowl of grits. I was feeling like grits this morning, and they brought brown sugar and cream or milk, which I'm not sure. I don't do that in my grits, so I'm just gonna take some butter and some salt and pepper. That's all I need for my grits. And now we have our breakfast. I ordered scrambled eggs with cheese, potatoes, and bacon. And they do have gluten-free toast as well. I'm gonna taste it. I'll let you know how it tastes. And it is kind of tasty. It has like a nutty type of sweet flavor to it. So for gluten-free bread, this is really good. So the app is down this morning. I'm actually finding it easier to use their paper copy, their freestyle daily, to find out what's going on, because in the app you can't go into something. They have the title of what an event is, but you can't get like a description of what that is, but they do have that like listed here. I'm actually, taking this paper copy along with me so I can find out what's going on at what time. So for breakfast, along with the main dining room of Taste and Savor, they also have a section for today's dining options for morning, afternoon, and dinner. So here are the options for the breakfast: Garden Cafe, the buffet, Ocean's breakfast, Taste and Savor, and I'm at Savor right now.
On other ships, I've seen atriums being used occasionally for music, events, and games. But here on the Breakaway, the atrium is like the central hub, and there is always something going on here. Trivia, game shows, live music. It stays pretty busy here all day long. Great Stirrup Cay is a tender port, and you have to get a ticket. And they have a few of these portals around the ship where you can get your ticket. Well, if it works. It wasn't working for me, so I had to go stand in line at guest services, and the longer I stood, the further back in the queue I went. I ended up getting a ticket in group 3.
Whew, all right, back in my room. It's been a morning. Nothing really bad. So this morning I got up so far, had a great breakfast as you saw. After that I took about a 30-minute walk around the track. Their track it's very small, and it goes around the deck above, like the pool deck. And there are lots of loungers. There's the American Diner is over there. So if you're walking around the track, there's constantly people coming in from every which direction, trying to get from one place to the other. So they're not using the track. And even sometimes they see people walking on the track, but they will cut right in front of them and just walk slowly or just stand on the jogging track. And it wasn't like it was just a person or two. There were a lot of people on the jogging track this morning, and I don't know. Sometimes people, I guess they're in their own world. Again, the solo experience. One thing I will say for Norwegian or for the ship, if you are looking to go solo and to meet other solo cruisers, I do think NCL is doing that very well. We had about 30 in our meetup group yesterday, and there's another meetup tonight. I'm going to go again to that tonight. The ladies that sat next to me at breakfast this morning. They did invite me to their table, but I explained that, I was trying to get a little bit of vlogging done. I didn't know they knew who I was or if I had a channel, but as I was getting up to go, we chatted a little bit, and they told me about the events tonight. I wasn't sure about the 80s party because that's 10 o'clock at night. I plan to turn in early, but I did tell them, yes, I will be at the solo meetup again tonight, and they're going to be there as well. And one of the ladies asked, hey, are you a cruise vlogger? Basically, she's one of my subscribers. So we're going to meet up tonight. That's going to be a lot of fun. But I will say, yes, if you're looking to meet other solo cruisers, like I said, there were like at least 30 that actually came to the event. I don't know if we'll see new ones tonight, but even if you're someone like me, I'm not a buddy person where, I need to cruise with somebody or be with somebody all day long and doing events together and dinner together all of the time. I still feel like I have the freedom to meet and talk with others, and everybody's doing their own thing. Nobody's offended. And I do see some of the other solo cruisers connecting and doing things together. And the age range in our meetup, there was a wide age range. Like if you're in upper 30s or 40s or 50s, you had somebody that you could potentially connect with for the cruise. I think this is a great way to sail solo for the first time, and especially if you are looking to connect with others. But right now, I'm about to shower and change and get a little work done.
After working for a bit, I decided to grab some lunch, again solo, at Ocean's. Ocean's was like a pub and had different offerings like wings, hot dogs, burgers, and sandwiches, soups and salads. Although the menu wasn't marked for allergens, for gluten-free, I was able to pick a few items that are usually gluten-free, but I still made the server aware just in case they were in the back with the gluten sprinkles, adding it in for extra flavor.
So for lunch today, I am here at Ocean. So I ordered the Caesar salad along with 6 buffalo wings. They are not breaded. So I'm able to try those out, and we'll see how I like it. My Caesar salad just arrived. So here is the Caesar salad. Now I forgot to tell them no croutons. But luckily for me, it's just, like one slice of toast. Oh, this is really light too. So probably, I don't see this flaking off or anything. So but that's my mistake though, not theirs.
I got the buffalo wings and they looked absolutely delicious. But while they look great, I wasn't crazy about them. But that may be a personal preference. I like crispy wings, and these were like baked with buffalo sauce. I ate 1 or 2, and that was about it. Around the ship today, there's trivia, game shows, a burn the floor show, a musician jam session, bands, dueling pianos, and a late night 80s party on the pool deck. They also had other common ship events like a Mr. Sexy Legs contest on the pool deck and a 4-fee painting class. Other than the special events, on this sailing, reservations weren't required for any of the events. I can't say there was anything really unique or different than most other cruise lines I've sailed on. Before the solo meetup tonight, I headed over to Shaker's Bar to grab an espresso martini. This became one of my favorite bars as well for the vibe and the atmosphere. On the second solo meetup, we did have solos to join us who didn't come the first night. I should note here that you didn't have to be in a solo cabin to join in on the solo meetups. Heck, you didn't really even have to be solo. All of the solo meetups on the ship were held in a public area so anyone could join in. I hate that I didn't film the meetups, but they were a lot of fun. The host had a different activity for each meetup. They were kind of hokey, but they were great at getting everyone social and involved. And I could spot the introverts in the room, and I saw how the host would engage them and get them involved. After the solo meetup, one of the solos, Dr. Cassandra, and I grabbed a quick bite from the buffet before going to the Burn the Floor production show, where we would meet up with another solo, Lori. Later on that night, I then met up with them again at a show in the Atrium. Now, in talking earlier, we all had been hesitant to confirm about going to the 80s party at 10 p.m. on the deck, and it turned out that none of us went. We all made the same solo choice to turn in early that night, but I enjoyed spending part of my day with these ladies. As I usually do, I roamed the ship and popped in on different venues. And when you're solo, you can almost always find a seat somewhere.
Good morning. We are here
You can't see back there, but we are in Nassau today, and today I'm actually going to stay on this ship. I want to go around the different spots on the ship to see the different areas. I've walked through the decks several times since I've been here, but I haven't captured anything. Now I feel like I'm able to share what happens in these spaces and what are the best spots on the ship. But first, I'm going to go get a little breakfast. Today, I'm going to try breakfast at Oceans. That's the place that I had lunch at yesterday, and hopefully breakfast is, well, you can't mess breakfast up, so it's going to be good, I'm sure. And then after that, we're going to get a little walk in. We're dressed for, to get our steps in the morning to get the day off to a good start. And then we're just going to walk around the ship until later tonight. Some great things happening tonight. Hopefully I'll meet up with the solos again. And so let's get the day going.
So the menu is pretty simple. So for your coffee, they actually bring you a little pot of coffee here. So it's my little pot of coffee. And for the creamers, they have their creamers. They're half and half in little packets here. And then we have our sugar over here if you need sweetener. Alright, so I got the English breakfast, and it comes with scrambled eggs. That's fresh scrambled eggs, mushrooms, grilled tomatoes, potatoes, bacon, and beans. So this is what they call the English breakfast. They're supposed to bring me some gluten-free toast as well. There's a morning crossword puzzle game, if you're into crossword puzzles. I enjoyed that breakfast. So now we're going to walk it off a little bit. We are here in Nassau again. We're next to the MSC Seascape in Port. Here's the open pool deck. A port day is a perfect day to try to take advantage of some of the amenities. There's not very many people out here. This time yesterday, the swimming pool was packed, the whirlpools were packed, kids running everywhere. Yeah, so I kind of stayed away from this area yesterday. This is the deck above the Lido deck or the pool deck, and they have a lot of loungers everywhere. So even yesterday when it was crowded, I mean, you could find a couple of empty loungers. Now, there's no shade up here, but all of this area over here, all that space, they have the loungers laid out in all of that space. There's a space on the opposite side over there where there were loungers spread out. So plenty of loungers. And so the pool deck is split up into two sides. So this is the other side, and again, yes, this is this looks like it's the kiddie area. This is the all adult area. H2O Spice. There's a bar over here. We have two jacuzzis, one on either side. So this is pretty cool. Oh, this is pretty cool. Now the only thing I don't care for, the wake is the best part of a cruise, and why they have this big screen here at the back in the middle of the aft. I mean, you can go to either side to see the wake or just, sit out for a view, but it limits the view of, seeing the wake, the best part of a cruise. These aren't the best chairs to relax in, but they do have loungers up here. These are the same as the bar chairs and tables over here, but it would have been nice to have, a row of loungers here instead of the chairs. Before I start walking, yesterday I went to the gym, but it was quite packed, so I ended up walking outside. So I'm gonna go by and see if there is a treadmill available.
Like most ships, the gym is located in the spa area. They had a good amount of cardio equipment and a nice view of the ocean. And in the room on the opposite side was the strength training machines and barbells. They did have an offering of free and paid workout classes. And at the beginning of the cruise, you could purchase an unlimited class pass for $49.
All right, workout done. Going back to the room to shower and change. Okay, I am struggling to wake up today. I went and took a nap, an unexpected nap. I hadn't planned on that, but I came down, I broke down, I don't buy coffee. I went ahead and got some Starbucks coffee because I need something a little strong. So I need to wake up so I can get something done today. One thing about their Atrium, I love their chairs in the Atrium. I'm going to take a wider shot of this, but their Atrium chairs looks just so comfortable. I see everybody sitting in them at the shows, and I'm so jealous because I want to sit in one. All right, I woke up. I'm up now. So for Nassau today, I don't have an excursion or anything. And the ladies that I met up with, everybody was undecided about what they were doing, but I think they were going out into port, so I know I probably won't see them until later on today. We have another solo meetup, this time in a different location in the Bliss Lounge, and that's at 5 p.m. So I'm going to that. I'm going to every single meetup that they have on this ship. One thing I noticed yesterday, the second day, there were more people that showed up that didn't show up at the first meetup, and that's probably because it was at the same time as Sail Away, and some people actually wanted to see the Sail Away. But again, like I said, a great mix of people. We have one young lady, one brave young lady who is doing her first cruise ever, and she's doing it solo, and she's in our group, and she was so excited yesterday when she was in the group. I mean, you could see the excitement on her face, her expressions. She was happy meeting everyone. This is great for solo cruisers who want to connect. I like this.
So a combination of just to get my money's worth and being nosy to see who all was in there, I stopped by the solo lounge just to leave my mark. I could tell by the soiled cups that this space is being used, probably by solos randomly coming and going. So now that I slept the morning away, it was time for lunch, and today I wanted to try the gluten-free pizza, a must activity on every cruise ship. But NCL has a process.
So I am here at the pizza station. I have to order my gluten-free pizza, so I am waiting for a supervisor to come so I can place my order for a gluten-free pepperoni pizza.
No, you couldn't just walk up and order pizza from the crew like on other ships. You had to track down a supervisor or a manager to order.
All right, so I completely misunderstood. So even the pizza, you have to pre-order 24 hours in advance. So if I want pizza, I can order for tomorrow because they don't have the dough or anything here today. So I went ahead and placed an order for tomorrow. I'm glad I decided to do this today because tomorrow will be our last lunch day. So I wouldn't have been able to get pizza if I had tried to get it tomorrow. So for today, I just got another burger and fries. This is quite fine.
I found one little lounger on the top deck that was shaded, at least for now. And now it was back to hang with my man John at the Atrium Bar. As a solo, bartenders can be your best friends on the ship.
So what is this? It doesn't have a name? It doesn't have a name?
It's my name.
Then event hopping around the ship.
Fun evening so far. I am now at the Common Cup. This is going to be my last event for the night because I want to get up early to catch the tender to Great Stirrups Cay. But Man, this has been a fun evening. I've been solo. I haven't run into the ladies after. We did have a solo meetup, and I saw them there, but I haven't run into them after that. So it's 9 o'clock, but the comedy show doesn't start until 9:30. So I got here early, got my drink from John, and ready to get a lot of comedy in. And I am praying it's good because comedy is my most favorite things about cruising.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Queen Patterson, your levity comedian. Did you enjoy the show?